This is Vanessa. She is my friend. She teaches art history and uses words like aesthetics, naturalism, mimesis, composition.
This is Anat. She's my friend. She's a biology teacher and teaches at the same high school as I do. She speaks a completely different language. She frequently uses words such as organisms, ATP, or transcription. When Anat was on sabbatical, I approached her with an idea to combine both languages, art and biology, into one interdisciplinary class. Anat and I both have been teaching for many years, each in our own field. We both personally experienced the many challenges facing the education system, challenges that derive from acquiring knowledge through the studying of a particular single field of knowledge. However, the world today poses complexities and dilemmas that a single field of knowledge alone cannot encompass. Knowledge is by default multidisciplinary and is not based on separate subjects but in flux. So, Anat has accepted the challenge, and that same year we started discussing the essence of interdisciplinary teaching and learning while developing a curriculum waved across boundaries. The first thing we did was to make room for each other in the volume of things we wanted to teach to create equality between two subjects. The world today thinks, works, and produces in an interdisciplinary way. Innovative companies consist of teams from different and diverse fields. Redefined Meat, for example, seeks to produce new meat based on plant proteins using 3D printers that can create a more sustainable future. According to this view, we had envisioned ourselves teaching together in the same class at the same time, intertwining two areas of knowledge simultaneously. After 3 years of teaching together, I can tell you that reality has surpassed imagination. Not only do we teach at the same time, but we also create original ideas that were not there to begin with. Interfaces of the humanities and the natural sciences that create one unity of high level of integration.
So, you'd probably want an example such as how to integrate the Mona Lisa and gut bacteria.
No, not that Mona Lisa. This one.
And not like that. Like this.
Looks like a mess? Don't worry, there's a lot of thought put into it. When we teach, for example, the human microbiome through the portrait in art, we embark on a journey that begins with a game we invented called Microbe or No Microbe? That's the question. Throughout the game, students learn of a wide variety of microorganisms with an emphasis on bacteria. We get acquainted with the human microbiome through Rob Knight's book, Follow Your Gut, to understand that each of us has populations of bacteria that constitute a portrait that is unique only to us. Into the biological knowledge, we weave a discussion about the portrait and its characteristics in art. By means of a variety of portraits, we ask whether they represent only the external appearance of the depicted figure, or perhaps also their soul and essence. And how do these relate to the social phenomenon of the selfie today? Interesting enough, Cheesy Celebrity Selfies is an interdisciplinary work of art. 5 cheeses that have been especially created for display in the V&A's food exhibition in London. What's special about these cheeses is that they have been made with bacteria harvested from the skin of some well-known personalities. Cheese preparation involves the lactic fermentation of a sourdough consisting of a variety of different bacteria. These bacteria give the cheese its taste and the properties that characterize it. Thus, we arrive to the conclusion that the genetic difference between one person and another is nothing compared to the genetic difference that exists between the bacterial population in the body of each of us. Our microbes as a portrait of who we are.
Sounds interesting?
We invite you to meet us at the conference or contact us